I don't really see it as bashing if there's any kind of if you can back it up with any kind of statistics or truth, then I really don't see it as bashing because if I say, okay, like for example, if I say, um, you know, only a small percentage of black men are responsible for all the kids born out of wedlock, but black women want to lump most black American men with all these other men, even though there's more there's more black American men that are single and childless versus black American women that are single and childless, even though black American women outnumber black American men. See, if I say something like that, I don't see it as bashing or anything, but
What exactly did the passport bros actually do to anybody?
Let me answer this question. Because I actually married a foreigner. Yeah. And he was 100% financially for my bills. He took care of my child financially to the point that my daughter says she has two daddies. He's very active in her life, even though we haven't been together. And he's a great father. You ain't never heard me get on the internet and say, ladies, you want a good father for your children? Get your visas and your passports. You want a man that's going to pay 100% of your bills? Well, get your visas and your passports. You want a because you know all these men here in America ain't shit. All these men here in America, all they do is sit around and get women pregnant and up and leave. All these men over here are abusive, ain't no good. You better off getting your visa and your passports and leaving the country if you want a good man.
So let me put this because I hate this. Sorry. So, you guys, I think that, again, I see that you're quite different than many passport bros that I've seen. But we do want to address those other passport bros or people who claim to be passport bros. And I think that this woman has a good point. Like, even if I know for me, you know, even if I date, I know for me, if you ever see me with a white man, it is not my intent to go bash black men for the white man. It's just like, oh, this guy I fell in love with. He's great. You know, I love him. So why do you think that they do that? The people who do that. They'll need to bash.
well, I don't know. I mean, here's my thing. I've always said on my channel, I've always looked at it as comparing and contrasting and just kind of like, showing guys the difference between, the cultures in other countries versus the culture that we have here. And I understand, there are guys that can probably go pretty extreme. I mean, hell, there might be some people that go to my channel and probably say I'm a little bit extreme. But what I will say is that how can I put this? I don't. I don't really see it as bashing if there's any kind of if you can back it up with any kind of statistics or truth, then I really don't see it as bashing because if I say, okay, like for example, if I say, um, you know, only a small percentage of black men are responsible for all the kids born out of wedlock, but black women want to lump most black American men with all these other men, even though there's more black American men that are single and childless versus black American women that are single and childless, even though black American women outnumber black American men. See, if I say something like that, I don't see it as bashing or anything, but there might be some women out there that might see it that way simply because it puts them in a negative light. So if I say something like that, I don't see it as bashing. Now, if I see a guy going off the same way the girl you just played in the clip, okay, that might be a little bit extreme. It's going to be like, oh, okay. Then I can kind of understand why a woman might feel a way about that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like you said. I guess it's about how you say it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Average man, did you ever see the original bylaws or like the rules or code of conduct for the like Passport Bros movement? They had like a page back in the day. I just tried to find it. Did you ever see that page where they had like the rules of
Uh,
what they didn't want to date? Some of the language was kind of,
uh,
you know what I'm talking about?
nah, I
Or
don't remember that. I do remember seeing one about SYSBM that kind of because I remember doing a reaction to it,
maybe
but
that's it. Do you remember those rules?
They like
yeah, yeah, they were like tenants. It was like 20 of them. I remember doing a reaction to them. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was some of the verbiage. It was kind of like it was, in my opinion, it was just kind. I thought it was just like for the sake of entertainment. But
Okay.
I mean, to be honest with you, I really couldn't disagree with too much of it.
So we just gonna skim over the fact of what this lady was just saying.
Wait, I
Jesus
just have one
Christ!
thing. Can you guys get them likes up? We have over 200 people here and we only have 81 likes. Get them likes up.
Like, like at some point, as a female, you got to figure out what it is about you that's attracting whatever it is that is giving you the results that you're getting. What the hell was she talking about? In my particular circle, I don't know any men that are what she described. I don't know any. So if a female wants to go get her passport and find love, I'm cool with that. But at the same time, you're just gonna simply, like a average man just said, kind of lump us all into that one category of ain't ish men that you found your whole life. What the hell
No,
was
I
that?
think you
No.
misunderstood what she was saying. Do you
I
want
may
me to
have.
again?
Yeah, you did. She
She was
she
saying
was
the opposite.
basically comparing like
Yeah.
it appears that black men who are saying that they're going overseas to find other women, they do that at the expense of trying to degrade black women at the same time. What she's saying is she's dated, somebody foreign, and it was never about I'm dating because all black men ain't ish. That's what she was saying. She was comparing it to, like, if you're gonna go date and do what you're gonna do internationally, just go do that and enjoy it. You don't
You
need to
know,
do that and then at the same time be disrespectful about black women in your process.
Yeah. Anybody else going? So I just talked about this on my show earlier. I don't know if y'all caught it. Um, Definitely all smoke for any dude that's coming out and saying black women this, black women that. But it's kind of weird. Aren't black people the most? Well, I'm sorry. Aren't black women the most race loyal women? Right. And I think black men actually call black women what black women call themselves. Black women try to make themselves their own ethnic group. Right. So sometimes when you say black women, you got to realize no other man really has to you say those terms. They either say women, Latino men say Latinas. They generalize, but black women decided to call themselves black women, so they can't really get mad when people use the term to describe that. But I also want you to understand that even though I believe those black men should not be degrading black women and attacking them personally, go and really watch some of these videos. They never, not a majority of them are not doing that. The thing is that people know black women are the most race loyal. So when black men talk about what they want, you automatically attribute it that they're talking about against black women. When they talk about what they won't accept, you automatically attribute it to black women won't do it. It's a connection cognitively that we're making because we're because of the things that we're suffering from. The greatest 70% single motherhood rate, highest divorce rate among educated women. It hurts. It's like a stabbing needle because we are more intense in saying what we won't accept because it's affecting us the worst. You understand? So I
Oh,
think they're making the connection that yes, black women are the most race loyal, so therefore they have to be talking about black women. Every time a black man talks about what he wants, black women get upset. They literally don't have to be saying anything about women. The connection will just be made,
I saw
right?
Kendra.
So
I want to clarify something. I don't know that it's 70% of black women are single moms. I know there's 70% of black kids are born into single parent households.
Yeah, you're right.
But not 70% of black women are single
Yeah.
moms.
You're
Okay. I want to
100%
clarify
correct.
that.